are back. Kinda. I'm joking. Welcome to another episode of Creation World Presents DC's Multiverse, a companion show to our regular show, Super Flash Arrow of Tomorrow, which by the time you're watching this is already on hiatus because the shows are done for the year.
Perhaps to never return. We're still not sure.
Yeah, on hiatus in production hell right now.
Indefinitely. We're still deciding if we're going to continue. But
it's in Creation's version of production hell right now. Not purgatory hell. Like it's revivable.
Maybe.
In this show, we will be discussing different incarnations of DC properties, usually the animated ones. I am your host, Mard.
By usually Watkins. Mean everyone we've done up until now has been the animated ones.
Yeah. I'm your host, Mard Watkins, and I am joined here by my co-host, Lord Cussalott Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet Tea, aka Black Merlin, aka HNIC. How you doing?
Doing all right. What's happening?
We're here. I'm full. I had a very nice dinner tonight.
I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm not going to say I'm trying to rush through this, but I'm looking forward to dinner after this.
Are you hungry?
Not yet, but I'm sure I will be by the time we're done.
I feel like it.
That's what wine does to me. Anyway, makes me
just
hungry and another H word.
I was like, another H word?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. That's me. But yeah, this episode, we will be discussing Justice League versus Teen Titans. And this was mine and Travis's possibly first time watching this film.
Yeah, it was my first because, like I said, normally with these, I've seen them before multiple times just because I love them all so much. But this is one I'm pretty sure I hadn't seen before. Like none of this looked familiar to me. So I just somehow missed this one. I think I saw the next one that we're doing, the Judas Project, but Judas something. I think it's a Judas Project.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think I saw that one, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see this one. So yeah. Now I gotta look. Because hold on. Keep going. I'll look this up.
So in this one, sugar. That was the one thing I forgot to pull up was my notes about the movie.
Wow. The Judas Contract. That's what it is.
The next one?
Yeah. Teen Titans, the Judas Contract.
Give me 1 second.
I'll give you two.
Thank you. So this film is, where is it? It is the 8th animated Justice League film. It is the 2nd animated Teen Titans film, and it's the 7th feature-length film in the DC animated film universe.
Yeah, this is the one that is that one, but we skipped a few other ones, like the Batman ones and stuff like that. We're gonna go back to those later. So yeah.
And
we're gonna get through all the Justice League stuff up until where we did before, up until Death of Superman. And then we'll go back and watch the other Batman stuff and all that. We want to get through all the Justice League stuff because the ones we skipped were the ones that kind of introduced Damian and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, you can say it's important, but yeah, it's just one of those, like, it's not that important. The order is not that important. So we'll go back and watch those. I just want to get through the Justice League stuff because that's the mainline stuff.
And it's also the 25th film of the whole DC Universe animated original movies.
Yeah.
Some of our voice cast includes Jerry O'Connell as Clark Kent Superman, Jason O'Mara as Bruce Wayne Batman.
Boo. I'm only booing him because he's not Kevin Conroy. That's really the only thing. It's just Kevin Conroy is my Batman.
I know. Rosario Dawson as...
I'm sorry. Rosario Dawson what?
As Diana Prince.
I wasn't booing her. I was just further booing this other nigga that was playing Batman.
I was just like, what's wrong with Rosario
Oh,
Dawson?
nothing's wrong with Rosario Dawson at all. I was just further booing that other nigga. I forgot his name already. That's how inconsequential he is to me because he's not Kevin Conroy.
Christopher Gorham as Barry Allen the Flash, Shamar Moore as Victor Stone.
Speaking of Kevin Conroy, yes. How much of Batman the Animated Series have you seen?
To be honest, I don't know how many episodes there were, and I just kind of was watching as it came on.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So like, you've seen some of it, though. You have seen the show. Okay. I was curious.
I've seen episodes. I just don't know. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you if I had seen the whole series or not.
Oh yeah, that's irrelevant. I just want to know if you had seen it at all. That was really the most important thing.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. Because I've also had Luna watch some of the episodes since they've been available to watch on HBO.
Honestly, there's yet to be any Batman content that has been as good as that to me. Like, this is just kind of how I feel. But anyway, we'll move on. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill.
Shamar Moore as Victor Stone, Cyborg, Tessa Farmiga as Rachel Roth Raven, and John Bernthal as Trigon.
Oh, John Bernthal.
Shane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize
from
that.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And The Punisher.
That's all. I didn't. Now that I think about it, like, yeah, that is him. Yeah. It didn't click for me at the time. All right. Cool.
But yeah, that's our voice cast. And like you said, Travis, this was followed by the Judas Contract, Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably do that one next time. But let's hop into the movie while we're here.
Hop.
So we start the movie opens up with
Carl's amused. You see him laughing back there. I crack him up like all the time. Everything I say is funny to him. See, he's still laughing now.
The movie opens up with a news reporter covering a fight between Justice League and the Legion of Doom. We got Lex and Superman fighting while Cheetah and Wonder Woman are going at it. Cyborg is, toying around with Toymaster. Batman's fighting with Solomon Grundy and Flash versus the Weather Wizard. And of course, they win because it's Justice League. However, and then we also see Robin kind of helping, even though it's not to the standards of his skill set. And we realize we have the Damian Wayne version of Robin, who don't find this to be meaningful because he's a trained weapon.
Yeah, he's not with it at all.
So while he's trying to get civilians out, Weather Wizard gets possessed by some shit that turns him like red and gives him like another set of eyes and keeps saying shit like the girl must come or like the girl must answer and and no one understands, but whichever.
Right.
the League fights Weather Wizard, the demon version of him, and Robin was given a plan by Batman, and Robin said, fuck that noise, I'm gonna do my own plan, and pretty much auto flies the bat jet into the demon Weather Wizard, which makes the demon shit leave him. And then of course Weather Wizard has no idea what's happened, so he can't even help them to understand what has happened.
Yeah. Just shadow things possessing people, and this whole time I'm like, oh, that's Trigon. Okay. Like I know these things, so it's like, okay, this is cool to see. Okay, let's see what happens here with Trigon.
Yeah, so Robin, Batman gets upset about it because now they don't have anywhere to go off of. They don't have any like information to go off of, even though Robin was like, but we stopped him.
Like, yo, I did the thing. And he's like, that's not the thing we wanted you to do. Same thing he was.
That wasn't the outcome we wanted.
Yeah. Same thing he was telling Green Lantern, like they. What was the one? The first Justice League one that we watched. Yeah, the first one. He was like, yo, I didn't want to stop them. I wanted them to get to the place so I know who they are.
War.
Yeah, Justice League War. That was the one. But yeah. Like, bruh, if I wanted to catch them, I would have caught them. Like, that wasn't the goal here. Just like with Damon, like, yo, if I wanted that, that's what we would have done already. But that's not what we were after. Stop it. Stop it. Fucking kids, man.
It wasn't Atlanta. It wasn't the last one we did. Whichever.
No, it was the first one. It was when they first met. So yeah, it was Justice League War.
Got you. Okay. But yeah, so Robin says, he'd rather work on his own away from Batman. And then so the next scene, we see Nightwing driving Robin somewhere and he's taking him to the Teen Titans Tower. Where we meet Raven, Blue Beetle, and Beast Boy, all training. And we also meet Starfire. And there's an overwhelming amount of tension between Starfire and Nightwing, but I think we all kind of know what that is if you've watched anything else within the Titans universe.
Yeah. If you're familiar at all with the Teen Titans, you know what's happening here.
And then so we flip over to Superman on the phone with Diana, planning some shit for a date. And he's doing laundry when he gets attacked by the demon shit. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Now they got the Kryptonian. I was like, it must be crazy. Because I feel like it must be crazy being part of the Justice League. Because in all honesty, the Justice League is really around to make sure that when someone tries to come to possess Superman so they can use his powers, it just doesn't happen. Do you ever realize that?
Say that one more time.
It's just like, I feel like the whole Justice League's purpose is really just like, be prepared that at any point, someone or something is going to come for Superman to use him as the weapon. And their whole goal is really just to prevent that from actually happening permanently.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah. Because it always feels like, because they always go for Superman first. So like here, he gets the ship attacked by the demon shit. And I was just like, and that's it for the Earth. They get the Kryptonian. That's it.
Yeah. The end. Done.
Right. Roll credits. So
yeah, roll the credits and then roll them again, because that needs 2 credit rolls. That's definitely it.
Oh yeah. So then back at Teen Tire Tower. Robin was overtraining, and they wanted, she had to talk to him. Starfire tries to talk to Robin about being a team, and he's not trying to hear it, which causes him and Blue Beetle to get into a fight. And Blue Beetle pretty much fucks him up because he doesn't understand like his alien armor. And Raven has to heal Robin. What is it? I keep losing track of my notes. Oh, she heals Robin. And then Cyborg, then we go back to the Justice League. And Cyborg comes to talk to Batman with pizza to figure out what happened to Weather Wizard. And they realize it wasn't on purpose. And Batman realizes they're going for Superman again.
Is Bruce Wayne American?
Yes.
Because he turned down pizza, and I don't understand it.
He's not a normal person.
Like when somebody shows up with pizza, and you just like, no, I don't want no. Like, nigga, what? He brought pizza. Everybody wants a slice of pizza. Even if it's not a lot, you get a slice. It's a community food. He trying to bond over pizza. I know you don't get attached, but like you still eat pizza though. You're still a human being. Like,
This is true.
even though there's some people who like really don't like pizza, and I don't understand those people. I mean, like you watch what's that show, Abbott Elementary?
Yes.
You know that nigga from Everybody Hates Chris like doesn't eat pizza.
He was a weird one. His character was like a strange character.
He was. Well, he still is because they got renewed. So that show's still going. But yeah. But yeah, like he didn't eat pizza. And I know people like him exist, but it's just like, how do you exist? How do you live without that joy, Mara? Like,
I don't know. I scarfed on a slice of pizza on Tuesday the other day before I went to work just because I was like, I need fuel.
Exactly. Like, I'm going to see Thor tomorrow. Like, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to see it tomorrow. And the place we're at that we're going to see it, you know, has pizza on the menu. The Alamo Draft House. It's the greatest place to see movies that exists. I stand by that, and no one can tell me otherwise. I've tried other theaters, and none of them are on the level of Alamo Draft House. But pizza's on their menu. However, they have this fire-ass burger, the Monster Burger, that I want also. So I'm just like, which one do I choose? And it's such a hard decision because I want pizza. But the Monster Burger is great. But I want pizza. But the Monster Burger is great. So it's just like, you know, how do you just give up getting pizza is my point, you know?
I couldn't tell you.
And Batman is my favorite DC character, followed closely by John Stewart, Green Lantern. But Batman is my favorite. So it's just like, you lose points with me there, is what I'm getting at.
I get that. Well, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm pretty sure.
I know you don't. And it's more me just trying to come to grips with this shit.
But yeah. So, you know, Batman is, you know, already suspicious of like where it's going. And you can kind of see in his face that he probably already assumed that they're going for Batman. But anywho, Superman is out with Diana and then realizes that he's not feeling so well because he's seeing stuff, and he takes off from their date, and she's just like, what the fuck? And then while that's happening, Robin is like, you know, jumping around his room and training and shit, and almost puts Gar's head or Beast Boy's head on a pike. And then goes and sees Raven do ritual when he goes and approaches her to tell her thank you for healing him. But he asked her about, you know, the shit that he saw in her head, because when she healed him, he saw stuff in her head and vice versa.
Vice versa.
And then vice
if
versa.
I told you to go to hell, would you tell I cursed you? Sorry, go ahead.
And at some point, Robin tells...
I'm sorry, go ahead. Pastor Troy.
Yeah. And then
the song
Vice Versa. At some point, this leads to...
Do you know Pastor Troy?
That name, I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna just send you the song Vice Versa right now, just so you'll have it in your, you know,
phone.
Sure, we'll go with that.
At this point, some point, it leads to Robin telling Blue Beetle that he's sorry in his own way for the fight between them earlier. And then we see Superman crazily banging his head into a wall.
Yeah, just like, bruh.
And then finally he turns into Demon Superman and he comes across Atomic Skull and beats the living shit out of him.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not? So then Diana arrives and she asks Superman, like, what the fuck is up? Like, what are you doing? And Batman comes at him with kryptonite, which then apparently also turns Superman into a further demon him, and he flies off because they were trying to subdue him and it did nothing and he flew off and they were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And you're like, but shout out to Batman for having kryptonite, because we situations like this
is why we have kryptonite.
All back to Justice League Doom, people, that we talked about earlier, how Batman had contingency plans for everybody, because what if this shit happens? And they were all pissed at him about it, like, nigga. Right here. You know that Will Smith meme of him when he got like when he with Jada on the red carpet, he's like, yeah, that shit. This is why I have all the contingency plans for all of you, because this shit. That's all.
I get it. But then so Batman tells Diana, he's like, you should go back to your island and fucking hide. And Diana's like, well, me and Superman, she's trying to tell him that, Superman and her are fucking, so she can't. But at the same time, she don't want to tell Batman that they've been fucking. So.
Basically, she like, listen, I put that.
I have personal interest in us making sure that this is successful.
She got that WAP, but it's 2 W's in the WAP. It's that Wonder Woman ass pussy. So that's like I gave that to Superman.
It's like a stutter. WAP.
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 We gotta write that down.
Hey Diana, I heard you got that wipe. She was like, no, I got the WAP. You gotta stutter it.
Oh man, that's a thing now. That's a thing.
It's a thing.
It needs to go on Twitter now. It must be tweeted. Hold on. Continue what you're doing, but it's going to be tweeted. Okay.
So then, so back at the Titans Tower, Robin goes to Starfire and pretty much comes at her life about not knowing a lot about Raven. And Starfire stands her ground about their inclusion of Raven on the team because she's like, she needed a home. And we said that we were going to give her a home. We're not asking her about all her life and stuff like that. Because Raven, didn't want to tell Robin everything. Damn. One of the words in my sentences auto-corrected to nighting, and I know that's not what I wrote. Oh, talks to Nightwing. I was like, what was this word supposed to be before? I was like, nighting? Why would I put nighting? Nightwing. So she talks to Nightwing about Robin via FaceTime, and pretty much she says, oh, maybe what the team needs is fun. We just need some good basic fun. Whatever that means. Back at, I guess, the Hall of Justice or whatever their headquarters is called.
Justice League Hall headquarters? Yeah, Hall of Justice.
Oh, okay, cool. Cyborg says that he can't get a signal on Superman.
Wait, I gotta say the thing. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Okay, go ahead.
Cyborg says that they can't get a signal on Superman. Meanwhile, Superman's digging up some giant stone circle, which is a gate from the desert. The Titans go to a carnival and Robin, beats Gar's ass at Dance Dance Revolution, even though he started shaky and then he kind of got it. The rest are watching while this is happening, while, you know, Raven somehow gets led away from the carnival to a part of the woods. And then she's circled by demons, which then she's approached by the spirit of Trigon and attacked by the demons, because he was pretty much like, you're not going to beat me, girl, so just join me. After Robin, you know, beats Gar at the dance game, Dance Dance Revolution, they see Raven being attacked, and they pretty much suit up in the Sailor Moon way. And you know what I mean.
I do.
And they start fighting the demons when Raven tells them that, like, you know, her father sent them, and she pretty much explains to them that Trigon's her father. Raven and Starfire were about to be like moitered by like a demon when Raven taps into some darker power and her face turns into a demon stuff, and she gets the double eyes. She explains her parentage, you know, that her mom was part of a cult, and, you know, then they summon someone, and then, oh no, turns out they summoned a demon.
Of course they did. Of course they did, because yeah.
And then mom hooks up with him because he's so damn good looking, only to find out, he's a demon. So when Raven was older, she wanted to learn more about her father, and that turned out not to be a fun time. And Trigon ended up killing her mother and destroying Azarath.
We don't know it wasn't a good time at the time.
It seemed like it was a bad time.
Seemed like it, but we don't know what she into.
You're right.
However, it was depicted as such, you know, to be not a good time. I'm just saying we don't know if she used the safe word or anything like that. Maybe that's what she wanted and what she was into. When you summon demons, you expect demon shit. At least that's how I see it. Now, could it be a situation where she really didn't know what she was getting herself into? Possibly. In which case, that's kind of fucked up. But also, what the fuck were you doing then? But all that to say, what we saw looked like it was not pleasant. But it could have been.
It could have been. All right. So while all that happens, while she explains all that, Justice League eventually show up, and they came for Raven, and Robin tells them that the Teen Titans will handle it because we don't need them. And Raven realizes that Trigon anticipated the League going there to come for her, and he pretty much is able to compromise them. And Batman said, fuck that, and gave himself not fear toxin, Bane's nerve toxin to prevent him from being compromised. But then he's pretty much useless the entire fucking fight. So
that's dedication.
It is.
Yeah, he's useless, but he also can't be used against you. Because I feel like that's more dangerous than him being useless.
But yeah, so so now we have Demon Justice League, and they're fighting the Titans, and the Titans, the bad Justice League gets the upper hand, but then Raven, you know, pretty much gives herself up to be like, we'll save them. And just as when she opens this portal for her and bad Wonder Woman and bad Flash and bad Cyborg to go through, Blue Beetle save cyborgs, and I was like, good, get the supercomputer. Get the smart one, he knows everything. And they leave. So once she gets there, Trigon makes Raven start the evil process that Trigon has, despite her pleas.
Quick question.
For what?
Might not be as quick. However, of all the people you saw in this movie, who do you think would make the best porn star?
Starfire.
Do you want to taste Starfire? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I just feel like she would probably put on a very eventful porn.
Okay.
I would watch Starfire. I wouldn't take Starfire.
Really? Why not? I'd taste Starfire.
What if she accidentally sets her eyes off or some shit? Like, no, thank you.
Her eyes are not what I'm trying to taste. So.
You trying to taste the Starfire?
Exactly.
I get it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw you off like that, but I saw something else that made me think of that, so I just wanted to ask. Okay.
Now that's a good question. That was a good question. Raven pleaded for him to leave the Earth alone, and he was like, "Nah, start this process, bitch." Robin tracks where Raven is, and everyone was like, "How did you find her?" And he was like, "Oh, I put a tracker on all of you, on her." And they were like, "When did you do that?" He was like, 5 minutes after meeting y'all, all of you. And you realize,
because he's fucking Batman's son. Like,
it's just like, it was perfect when he said that line, because it was like, oh wow, I love that they did this line exactly like from the other Justice League movie.
Yeah. It was like, I put this on. I put the virus in you, or whatever the program was, or whatever, right after I met you when we were talking to Cyborg. Because it's just like, because that's what Batman would do. And of course, that's what his son would do.
Yeah.
That was Injustice, by the way, the movie you're thinking of.
Thank you. I lost my notes. And then I was like father, like son. So they go off to save Raven, who's off in hell. And at this point, Robin gets Superman to expel his demon him by stabbing him with kryptonite, and then Superman stops Demon Flash by breaking his leg and saying it will take like an hour for that to heal. And it was like, bro, an hour versus like 6 to 7 months of healing. I'm not.
Yeah, but you got to imagine that's an annoyance for him, because that's what he's used to. It's just like...
No, I know. So then he attempts to save Diana by using the lasso on her, and she fights through it. And then so the Titans save Raven from the spinning circles of whatever, but not in time to stop Trigon from rising. And then Cyborg goes down further into hell with Raven, with the Titans, and Justice League, now that they're back on track, are going to stop or at least slow down Trigon. So then Raven finds the crystal that she's going to imprison Trigon back in, and it gets fucking broken by Ra's al Ghul for who came up out of nowhere. And then
he's just, Ra's al Ghul is just there. Like, it's just like, how is really? Okay. So are we supposed to accept that this is actually him, or is this like a thing that's happening? Or we never really get a real conclusion as to whether or not that's really him.
Yes, we did when they killed, because they fought and they killed him.
They cut his head off when he had those eyes and stuff, but that's just like anybody else that was possessed.
No. It turned back into a demon head.
Right, but everybody that got possessed by Trigon had that same head, so it was just...
Oh, I thought because it looked just like the demons that were fighting Raven earlier, because they were all there when they got down there.
Possibly, I don't know, because we didn't cut Superman's head off while he was possessed either. We didn't cut anybody else's head off who was possessed before, so it's just like, To me, it felt inconclusive, but I can see how it could be conclusive to anybody else too. Just like, yeah, they cut off. Obviously, it's just a demon, but.
Well, yeah, because I thought like after they cut it off, it turned into the demon head. That's why I was like, oh, this was an illusion. This was to get Robin to stop.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was just like, what you mean Ra's al Ghul is like underneath this demon?
Right. Because it does make sense at the same time. Like, I never knew Ra's al Ghul to be okay with being underneath anybody. So yeah.
Yeah, like it was like, oh yeah, if you just help him get what he wants, I get what I want. Ra's al Ghul, what?
Yeah.
So, but I get what you mean. Yeah, so Robin fights this Ra's al Ghul, and eventually his head gets cut off, and it's not him, or at least I assumed it was not him.
Mm-hmm. Your logic makes sense. It probably isn't him. It's just I just didn't look at it that way. And once you brought it up, like, okay, because
I was just like, in this at this point in this timeline, is Ra's al Ghul dead? Like, that's why I was like, why is he in hell? Okay.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
So then while they're all
once we watch those other Batman movies, you'll see he's dead.
Gotcha. While all this is happening, Raven hears a spiel from Trigon about his plan and tells her to give up. And she retorts with that she has the strength to beat him, and starts the process to imprison him in the shard of crystal that she had left. She manages to imprison him in Trigon, and then everyone is saved. Yay! The Justice League thanks the Titans for their help. Cyborg arrives with some more pizza via the boom tube at Titan Tower. Raven, now has her Trigon shard crystal embedded in her forehead, like little Yachty. Wait, no, who is it that had that big ass shit in his forehead? I don't care. I don't really care that much.
It just once I saw it shatter, I'm like, okay, so when you gonna put that in your forehead? Like, it's just we just waiting on it.
And then and I said, I'm sure Trigon is thrilled about being in her forehead like jewelry.
Basically.
And yeah, that was about it. And then it went to credits, and then there was a mid-credit scene of some random blonde girl on some rock flying towards a tower.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm not sure exactly who that was, but it was like, wait, is that?
I looked up who it was. I didn't know, like, based off of the name, it didn't tell me.
What was the name?
It is.
I think that's Sports Master and what's the face's daughter. What's the name?
Hold on. Now I've lost it. Tara Markov. Or Terra.
Did it give you the code name?
Terra, Terra. She has manifested the ability to manipulate Earth. She can levitate Earth, manipulate shape.
So it's not who I thought it was. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, I have no idea who that is. So maybe I didn't see the Judas contract. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, because I have no idea who that is.
But yeah, so I guess we will find out more when we watch the Judas Contract in our next episode, which you guys will get if you are subscribed to our Patreon a month early.
Yeah, you get it early. If not, you get it later.
But yeah, that was Teen Titans versus the Justice League, or Justice League versus Teen Titans, however you want to say it. You can leave us comments and memes and all kinds of other things on our Facebook page or Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Super Flash Era of Tomorrow, or our regular page, facebook.com/Creation World. We have a YouTube, which has its own link now. It is youtube.com/The Creation World. You can also follow us on Twitter.
I think it's just /Creation World, not The Creation World.
Creation World. If you can't find it under The Creation World, it's definitely Creation World. Travis is gonna verify that for us, but you can also find us on Twitter at Creation World as well.
Yeah, youtube.com/Creation World. Twitter is at the Creation World.
At the Creation World. And we are working on this Instagram. If by the time this episode goes up, it's not, we haven't gotten it, then just know that we are working on the Instagram.
Yeah, we got to get our Instagram back because Instagram took away our Instagram because
apparently Instagram thought we were 6 years old running an Instagram. So
basically, because dumb shit.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. We'll be back, guys. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark. What about you, Travis?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That's at LORD_CUSSALOTT.
And then random, but if you are a wrestling fan, you can also listen to our podcast hosted by Matt Ritter
and Vince Delgado.
And Vince Delgado. I was like, I'm really bad with the nicknames right now. I'm like,
the Warden Matt Ritter and
thank you.
and Vince Daddy Delgado, the Pornhub.
I will not call
in the contention for the Pornhub Poppy with Katie Baby, but that's a whole thing that's happening. But yeah,
I was gonna say I will not call him that because I call my daddy, and that's that.
Okay.
Like my daddy who raised me, not that, the Pornhub daddy.
I know what you meant. Just, you call daddy who you want to call daddy. I'm not going to stop you,
Okay. But yeah, that'll be it for this month, guys. We'll see you next time we watch the Judas Contract. Did you watch Teen Titans versus Justice League? Let us know in the comments.
You should. And talk to us about it because it's actually pretty fucking good. All these DC animated movies are pretty fucking good though. Like it's just they don't miss on the animated shit.
I was gonna say we haven't had like really one that I've been like, damn, that sucked.
Yeah, there's some that's just like you raise your eyebrow like that was a weird decision here and there, but none of them are bad. They're all good. It's just
they're all useful.
Yeah, varying degrees of good.
Not useful, entertaining.
Yeah,
but. Go ahead, watch Teen Titans Judas Contract. So this way next month we can come back. You can listen to us talk about it and then tell us your opinions on it.
Yeah, man.
But till next time, stay creative. Is that the slogan? I'm really bad at this.
I don't know. We out. Love y'all.
Bye.